So, I just got a new RC car from Traxxas. It's the Fortec all-wheel drive VXL edition, which means it's got the brushless 3S motor and ESC. It comes with a TQI controller, and I've already opened it a little bit, but let's see what it looks like on the inside. So we've got the car itself wrapped in a nice, simple way. And we've got the controller. It's a pretty nice design. Doesn't have the antenna unlike the old TQ controllers. So it's got a great overall look to it. It's actually pretty similar to the design of the Slash, which if you've seen some of my other videos, you've seen that we've got a battery tray, the Valenion motor, the 3S ESC, which is nearly identical to the one I bought for my Slash, except that it's got the ID connector. This one actually comes with TSM, which is great because this can go up to 70 miles an hour if you get a 3S battery in it, which I have one right here. It's got great 5-spoke wheels, which the design looks like it'll look really good on pretty much any body that it comes with, that you put on it. And springs, nice and small, got good response, and actually in the box there is also preload that it comes with, which are these little plastic clips that stick in here. In the box, here we have the preload, different shock towers it looks like, and it also comes with optional gearing, which I believe you also need to use these gears to get it to go up to 70, which on the box, 70 is 115 kilometers per hour, which honestly that's pretty fast for an RC car. I think my Slash, the most it's gone is about 50, and it can be kind of hard to control, but that's where the TSM comes in handy. Comes with instructions, quick start guide, some stickers if you wanted those, as well as a full manual that comes with, I believe, a parts layout. So if you wanted to find the exact part, if you broke something, then you could find that, and it comes with the part number, so you can find that online. So I haven't taken it for a test run yet, but it looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun. One great thing about the Fortec is that it's really low to the ground, which that plus the TSM will really help it prevent it from crashing, flipping, or just in general losing control. And depending on the type of body you have, it can get some pretty good downforce. And so the one I ordered is actually just the chassis alone. I had to buy some bodies separately for it. There's adjustable body mount points, which let you adjust where it meets the body, because if you have something that's more low to the ground, or say something shaped like a station wagon, you definitely need to adjust that to make it fit right. I believe this is either, I think it's 190 for the millimeters between the two wheels, which means that that's a pretty standard measurement, and most 1/10 scale RC bodies should fit, or 1/12 scale actually. But yeah, the one thing that I didn't really want to undo for the unboxing, which is why it was still kind of open, is the antenna actually screws in to the radio receiver box, and once it's in there, it kind of scuffs up the blue plastic a bit, so I didn't really want to undo that and then redo it. Another thing I didn't know about was the battery hold down is actually, rather than a clip of some sort, it actually just swings open and you can slide a battery in there. And then it just slides back in, which that's pretty convenient because with my Slash I always have the 4 body pins, and then there's a little clip that would slide in, which can be a bit more secure because I don't know if this could get knocked around, but overall it looks like it's a great design. Picking it up, it's pretty light, especially considering this is a full hobby grade RC car, and the bottom looks great. It's a nice flat area, so there's not much drag on the bottom, and overall it's a fairly simple design, which means parts would be pretty easy to take on and off. If something were to break, be easy to fix. And one thing I love is that they've got model brake calipers that actually move around a brake disc. What's great is that it is all-wheel drive, just like most of the Traxxas stuff, except for like the 2-wheel drive Slash, so it'll be great for control around corners. And I believe they make drift tires that you can buy separately online. See if I can get this to focus again. There we go. Yeah, they've got drift tires in this color as well as bright green and bright orange, which I do really like bright colors like that, as well as they've got green and orange for a normal street tire like this, which one thing is the back tires are a little bit wider than the front, so when you go online you have to make sure you buy 2 wide ones and 2 thinner ones. Another thing is with the Fortec you get a little tool kit. It comes with 2 Allen keys, a wheel wrench, and a 5mm wrench, which I believe is primarily for adjusting alignment, like toe for the wheels. You also get some clips for the body, which while it doesn't come with the body, it does come with some clips, which is nice. And there's a lot more than you would need because these can be really easy to lose, whether you crash or they just pop off or you lose them. Now, of course, I couldn't buy just the chassis alone. I had to buy some bodies with it, and one of the main bodies I got was the Cadillac CTS-V in blue, and it's the pre-done edition, which means that all the stickers are applied. They've even got like little side mirrors, and what's really great is buying these 2 together and a battery, you're pretty much ready to go. So let's open this up and see what it looks like. This thing looks really nice in this blue. It's even got a bit of a metallic effect to it to make it look just like a real paint job. And it's got some protective plastic on it, I assume for shipping. And the nice thing is it's pre-drilled, which means that it's ready to mount, and I might not even have to adjust these mounting points that much. On the inside we've got, looks like, special clips, which actually remind me a bit of the old battery hold down clips to hold down the side mirrors. That is a really smooth body. It's not going to stay in good condition for long, but I'm going to try my best to keep it as clean as I can and not wreck it, but that usually is pretty hard, especially if this is going to have a top speed of 70. But let's see, general, yeah, I need to adjust the body clips a bit, but it looks really nice. Yeah, I believe they've got blue and gray as the two pre-painted options, or you can actually buy a clear one if you want to paint it yourself, which comes with all the same stickers and everything if you wanted to make it look just like this but in some other colors. I was just noticing these little screws here, and it made me realize that this back bumper is actually a separate piece from the main body. It's really cool how seamless that looks, especially from the outside. It gives it an even more realistic look. Another great thing is it comes with instructions on how to put all the parts together, which I assume is if you get the unpainted one where you have to assemble it. But it also actually tells you exactly where to put the screws for the shock towers, so that way you can know exactly where you need to put it so it looks just like they have in the pictures. So I just got the CTS-V body on, and I had to actually install a separate body mount that came in this package, and I've got the original one here, which at first I couldn't tell what the difference was, but it's really just that this post is slightly longer on this version, so that way it reaches up a little bit higher, because it actually mounts in the rear window. So that mount is actually good for any sort of long bodies that mount up really high, and it would probably work for most bodies, although if you had one that was mounted really low, then you'd need to switch back to the stock body mount for the rear, just because the other one will actually stick out and get either too close to the ground, or it might actually even rub on the ground. So it's great that they have that as an option. This body just looks really good. Traxxas did a great job at making it look realistic, and just the paint looks so good. I'm actually tempted to possibly buy a second one just to have one that looks good, because I know that as soon as I use this, no matter how careful I am, it's gonna start looking dirty. But one thing is I actually bought some additional bodies, which I'm going to paint those, and those are unofficial Traxxas ones. They were a bit cheaper, and I got them off of eBay. Another thing though is that the body mounts, they're pretty intuitive, but they are a bit tedious to adjust, so probably once you get a certain body on there, you're not going to want to change it out for a while. So the other bodies I got include a Toyota AE86. Although the one I found was a coupe variant, I still thought it looked pretty cool, and planning to paint it with the classic white and black, of course, because even though it's a bit different, I still think it would look cool as the 86 from Initial D. I won't paint any side markings on it, but I'll still do the classic white with black stripes. Looking at it, it actually is going to be just the right size for the Forte. I also got the Lotus Elise, which somewhat seems to be based off of the GT1 variant, but it does seem like it's more like a road-going version. It's not quite as wide as the GT1, but it still has some stylings. And so both this body and the 86 come with stickers, but the third body I got didn't actually come with any, and it's because this is the Audi Avis Quattro, which I think is a bit more of a rare car, and I was actually quite surprised to find it on eBay. So when I saw this, I thought it would be a cool body, something a bit more unique, and I haven't quite decided what I want to do with the colors for this and the Lotus yet, but this one, unfortunately, didn't come with any stickers, but I'll use some masking tape to really bring it together and see what I can do with it. So that wraps it up for this video. I think I'm going to post a separate video of me running the car. I think it's definitely going to get scratched up, but they still sell this, and I might just buy a second show one, because as cool as it looks, I definitely don't want to just let it sit on a shelf going to waste. So in the future, I'll be posting a video once I get the batteries charged up and everything set up. I'll post a video of me running it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.